This is our Fabrikit boutique purse. Everything you needed is included in the box, so let's have a look. There we are. So you have the magnetic clasp on the button that's inside there. You can see on the sample here, there's the button and there's the magnetic clasp. So all that comes included. And then in the actual packaging itself, you have everything already pre-printed for you. All you have to do is cut it all out. There we are. There it is. And it's all labelled as well, making it super easy. You've even got the wadding you need to actually make your bag have a little bit of structure, so you can pop it on the table and it won't flop over. And that's our boutique purse from Fabrikit. So now we've got this out of the box, the first thing we need to do is to actually run our iron over it to get all creases out and nice and flat. So with the ironing now done, I'm now going to cut my pieces out. So this is the last bit. So you can see what I've done. I've actually cut out all of the descriptions of what each piece is, and I've actually pinned it to every single one. So now it's one big jigsaw puzzle that we need to put together. So the next part is to actually attach our wadding to our outer pieces. So that's the outer of the flap, the outer of the gusset, and the outer of the main bag itself. So all I'm going to do is lay my pieces over the top of the wadding. Just line that up, and I'm going to pin that in place. Just pin my description down. So now I've pinned it in place, all I'm going to do is cut those out. And that's already now ready to go. You can stick and spray this onto your wadding to hold it in place. You could also trim this back 1/4 inch as well, that always helps with our seams. So I'm just ready to cut the final piece now. So I've pinned my panel in place, I've pinned it to the wadding, and I'm just cutting all the way around. And my top tip for this is lots of pins, so it holds it in place. Or you could, if you wanted to, use your stick and spray, but I suggest you pin this and we can stick and spray afterwards. And also, just to help with seams and not having too much bulk, I would actually cut this away again. So I'll just take my pins out. And there's our perfect piece. But actually I'm going to cut another 1/4 inch off of this, and this is just my top tip, it's not in the instructions. So I'm putting a pin against the last piece I'm going to cut, so I know where I start, where I finish. So I'm just eyeballing, if you like, that 1/4 inch. You can draw that if you want to, you don't have to do this at all. It just takes off some of the bulk. So look, I've got that pin there, so I know that's my final piece I need to cut. Just trim that around. Make sure that fits. Yep. Might need a little trim there. And all I'm going to do is use my stick and spray and pop that down. So that's our final piece with the wadding attached, and now we're ready to go on to the next stage. The next thing we need to do is put the magnetic clasps on the lining panel of your bag flap and the outer panel on the bag front. And we just need to find the centre of our bags, find the centre, an inch down, just mark there, and that's where your clasp is going to go. The thin clasp goes on the actual lining, the slightly fatter one goes on your bag front. So the way to actually mark where this washer goes is right in the centre there, there's a little hole, so that goes over your dot that you just put down on your fabric, and then just mark 2 little lines here either side of the washer, and then use your quick unpick from your stitch machine to actually make the holes. So now the holes are made, we can put our magnetic closures on. So the thinner one goes on the underside of your lining, so just pop the legs through the holes that you've just made. I've stabilised the back so it's nice and strong. Pop your washers over the top and just open those legs out. Now, if you find that hard to do, use the back of the scissors to actually press those down. And those little legs there can either go in or out. On the bag front, the actual clasp itself goes on the actual outside of the fabric so you can see it. The washer's on the back. So that's your magnetic clasp now in place. The next thing we need to do is the actual inner pocket itself. So you've got 2 pieces for that. So you're going to stitch those right sides together, leave a little gap, turn those through and stitch those onto the inner part of your bag. You've also got a panel detail that goes on the front of the bag. And if I show you that, that's what it looks like. So again, you just stitch right sides together down the long sides, turn it through, give it a good press and top stitch it on your bag. And that's just what I'm going to do now. So this is the actual pocket that goes inside the bag. So a quarter of an inch seam allowance all the way around. So all we need to do now is trim the corners and turn right side round. We've left the little gap for turning just here, about 2 inches. So now I've stitched it all the way around. I've got the fabric going the right way. This is going to be the bottom part of the pocket there. I'm not going to top stitch this opening close because we're going to top stitch this onto our lining to attach. So I'm going to give it a good iron and then I'm going to start top stitching from here all the way around to here on the inside of my bag. With the actual panel detail, all I'm going to do is put right sides together and I'm going to stitch along the long sides only. Turn it through, press it, and then I'm going to attach it to my bag flap. So now I've turned my little decorative panel inside out, so we've got the right sides facing. I've pressed it well, it's a lovely cotton so it presses beautifully. I'm now going to top stitch from there and there. And don't forget, it's always quarter of an inch seam allowance around any of our bags. Just take the pins out as you go. So that's now stitched in place. I'm going to do the pocket. with the pocket, I found the centre of the bag and popped my pocket right in the middle there, and I'm going to stitch from the outside here all the way around to the other side here, and I've pinned everything in place so it stays where I put it. And again, 1/4 inch seam allowance when you actually stitch your pocket together. Little back stitch there to hold. So as you're coming on this part here, you're closing that opening that you left to turn it through. Little back stitch there to hold, and that's your pocket now in place. So now I've stitched all the lining pieces together, so that's the gusset that goes all the way around, left a little gap there for turning, and all I need to do is turn that right side round, ready to put inside my bag for stitching. There we go. So that's how it'll look. Obviously it won't end up like that because we're going to turn it through, but that's now ready to put into our main bag. So this is part way done. This is our main bag. This is our outer piece. So if you remember, that's the magnetic closure. So all we need to do now is right sides together with the gusset. It's a magnetic clasp, with the gusset and the outer panel. So I'm going to stitch that round now. First thing I'm going to do is to find the middles of both pieces. I'm going to put a little quilting clip in there. Find the middle of my gusset. If I remember rightly, I left a little fold mark there. It's just here. And just make sure that those centre bits meet. I'm ready now to stitch, and I would always suggest that you stitch on the gusset side, not the bag side. It's just easier to get round those corners. So I'm just bringing my gusset about 1/4 inch outside of my bag, and that's where I'm going to start, in that corner there. Now I've used stick and spray to hold my wadding in place. You could actually use stick and stay to make sure it's a permanent. A little back stitch just to hold, and then just ease this around. If you want to adjust anything as you're stitching, make sure your needle is well into your fabric to hold it all in place. When we come to the corners, what you need to do is just to clip your edges of your gusset. So if I bring my scissors in, I'm just going to snip those edges. So after I attach the decorative panel at the front, I put both pieces right sides together, 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way around, turned it through, give it a press, and I've top stitched all the way around. Then what I've done is I've attached my gusset panels to the outer and the inner of the fabric. So this is the inner, the lining, and this is the outer. So for each one of those I've attached the gusset all the way around. And it's quite nice when you come to the corners is just to snip the gusset part to make it fit. There's also, I've left about a 3-4 inch gap on one side of the lining piece, the inner piece, so I can turn the whole thing through. Now all we need to do is to actually put the whole thing together, and one seam around the entire top here will actually finish the entire bag. So this is the front of our bag here, and this is how the flap will look once the bag is finished. So do this so you can see how that works, and then just flip it over to the back of the bag. Pop it into the centre, so get that lined up, and put a little quilting clip there just to hold it, and that's how you're going to stitch it. And then what we need to do is to pop this inside the lining, And again, you just need to make sure that the pocket part, the part on the lining where the pocket is, goes to the back of the bag. So leaving it like that, I'm just going to pop my bag inside. And what you're doing, you're sandwiching all those layers together. So the next thing to do is to actually just line up your side seams. So once you've got those side seams lined up, you could put a clip there just to hold, and a clip on the other side. Just push that in. Just to hold. Attach all those pieces at the back there. So you've got the outer bag, you've got the flap, and you've got the lining as well. So just clip all those together and at the front as well, and you're ready now to sew all the way around. So all the way around the top there. Don't forget you've got that turning point in the lining just here. So the next thing to do, stitch around, turn it through, and your bag is complete. So now all I'm doing is turning the bag the right side round, using that little gap we left in the lining. You might find you need to just wriggle that through. It'll come through. And so there is everything now completed. We'll just pop that in there. Now that gap that we left, you could hand stitch that, or you could just run it under the machines. There we go. Just trim your threads. And pop that through. So it just needs a good press now to get all those lining pieces in. So just work that all the way around. Give it a nice press with a nice steamy iron. And then we're just going to top stitch all the way around just to hold everything in place. But you can see how that clasp comes over and will fit in the front of there beautifully. And then of course the last thing to do would be to stitch that decorative button on that comes inside the kit. And that is your bag completed. So there we are, 2 beautiful clutch bags.